Never let opponents get the best of me. I'm focused on my legacy.
I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard on the job, you can see that. On my hit is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Yeah. Beats, leave it in the street, case on the news.
Okay, Coach, we are at the confluence of the Ohio, Allegheny, and Monongahela Rivers at Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, PA. They love the black and gold here in the Steel City, and a few moments ago, their Steelers emerged from the Heinz Field tunnel. They're set, we're set, as the Steelers are ready to do battle with the Seattle Seahawks. The children will groan. It's the final weekend of summer, but we've got the NFL, and we're underway on EA Sports. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Matt! 180! 54! Let's go one more! Check 52!
This is a guy who made a Pro Bowl in his second season. James Conner takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Check, check, walk 54, walk 54. Let's set a tone. Middle. Let's set a tone. 50. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Hey, Delta.
On second and 9, Roethlisberger. They'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards there and a first down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. On first and 10 is Conner. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Roethlisberger will hand to Conner. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. They'll run on first down. It's Conner, and they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
The run only got a yard. Here's second and 9.
Here we go. Both goes to Mike.
Now they'll throw it with Roethlisberger. Dancing to his left. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's third down.
And him running the football is not something that defenses spend a lot of time preparing for. But this guy has a survival instinct and a knack for knowing when exactly to do it.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on third. On third down, it's Connor. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
44, Mike, 44. 77. Let's go. 44 is the Mike, 44 is Mike. Check. Hey, pick your game up. Smooth. Mike spoke that.
Now Roethlisberger on first down. On the left side, it's McDonald.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning to tear you up. Hey, echo. 44. These two. 44. 22, 44. 44 is the Mike. 44. Here we go.
Now it's Roethlisberger. An interception made by Dante Moncrief. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
White 80. Mike Bobo. So we got man.
Throwing now, Roethlisberger on first down. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
Hey, Alpha.
Ben to throw again. This one complete, right side to McDonald. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. How about this opening drive? Play number 12 now. This is third down.
44, Mike. 44. Rip left. 44 is the Mike. 44 is Mike. Check. Right here. Alert. Flash it.
To throw again is Roethlisberger. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's McDonald. And he appears to be about 2 feet short on 3rd and 3. Leaves him with a 4th and 1.
Brings up 4th and 1.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th.
Hey, dude. 54.
They'll try and throw for him with Roethlisberger. Flush to his right. And that is going to be incomplete. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on 4th down. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 15. Now a timeout called for by the defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll go with their leading rusher from a season ago. This is Aaron Jones. They had a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. We'll check on his status when we get back. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hey, 0-0-0. Let's go double count right here. Double count.
Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. The rushing numbers for Wilson maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the 1st down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's the second-year man from San Diego State, Rashad Penny. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
One of the surprises of the first round, the Seattle Seahawks selecting running back Rashad Penny out of San Diego State. Highly regarded, but most people thought he would go in the 2nd round.
But he did have an incredible senior year at San Diego State. Over 2,200 yards, 23 touchdowns.
He resembles Marshawn Lynch in build, but has the ability to take it the distance as well. Had 7 kick returns during his career at San Diego State for touchdowns.
We're scoreless after 1. Ready for the second quarter, and it's our visitors with the football as they are looking at a 2nd and 5 situation.
Hey, check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21. Here we go, here we go, here we go. Bang, 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 bang. Sorry. Switch. Look for signal. Good touch.
On 2nd down, here's Penny. And he'll get this up to about the 40. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and inches.
Check, Mike 21. Check Mike 21. What's the run? They're running, man. Good job right there. Hey, check Mike 21.
They'll try and run for it with Penny. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
No gain on the play. It's now 4th down.
They'll run for it with Penny. And this is going to be nowhere close. Needed some inches and ended up losing yardage. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And that will force a turnover on downs. A reminder coming up later tonight, Sunday Night Football, a good one from Atlanta. Eagles and Falcons, 8:20 Eastern. And then tomorrow on Monday Night Football, Odell Beckham back in New York, back in MetLife Stadium. Browns and Jets, 8:15 Eastern on Monday night. They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Easy. Football's the Mike. Mike's football. Bravo. They can't hang with us.
Now Roethlisberger. And his pass incomplete. They were looking to get it to Kelvin Benjamin there. And it'll bring up third down. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
44. Hey, wahoo! Take 2 of them.
From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. And that will be incomplete. It was Trey Flowers that time who got a hand in and broke it up.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th.
Hey, foxtrot. Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4.
They're going on 4th down. It's Roethlisberger. Escaping the pressure right. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on 4th down. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4th, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it. Be aggressive, because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Now we'll see what his offense can do. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They'll run with Penny here out of the shotgun. And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
From the gun, a give to Penny. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. Now we're going to get a timeout here, as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
Now the Purdue man, this is Akeem Hunt. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. The linebacker, Ryan Shazier, there to make the tackle.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They run right side with Hunt. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Hakeem Hunt, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Seahawks are able to strike for 6. Extra point up and through by Myers. And it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go.
Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. And last time this unit was out here, a costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals, and if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Wilson. Being chased out left. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10.
I'm going back to you. Check, check. Lucky, lucky, lucky. Slam, slam. Got it, got it, got it.
Wilson now. Going to throw again. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
Well, throw on 1st down with Wilson. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. Bud Dupree, he's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Play action. It's Wilson. Well, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Cam Hayward, always a force, got back there for the sack. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season. They go play action now. Wilson. This one complete to Niles Paul. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on fourth. Myers' kick is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So a good snap, good hold, and right down the middle.
Never in doubt. Just the way you used to hit them, partner.
You mean like kicking the ball?
Exactly.
Well, that was in high school.
Doesn't matter. I don't care what level. You hit them, they go through.
At their own 25-yard line.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint. Down 10-zip as they come up first and 10.
Check. Snickers, 66.
The drive will start with Connor. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, second and 3. Roethlisberger. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Jaron Reed muscles his way in for the sack.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes, and just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
So the sack, and now a third and long situation for the Steelers and Ben Roethlisberger.
Show that bench release and go. 54.
Here's Roethlisberger to throw. Flushed out right. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Almost outkicked his coverage there. 48-yard punt, but 10 on the return. And it'll be Seahawk football, first and 10. As Seattle now ready to march out of the field. Less than 30 seconds to go in the half. Pretty good starting field position, all things considered. You'd think they definitely have time to get into field goal range.
Yes, and you get into the huddle or you come off the bench here and you've called multiple plays because you're going to say, this is how we're going to run them in order, guys. You don't have time for audibles. You don't have time to change anything. You're trying to get the ball in position to at least get 3. They've got a great shot to do it right here.
First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
First down.
Grenade! Watch the run! 40! Hey, check 24! Hey, check Mike, 27!
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
You gotta get the ball, D. Get the ball right here. Let's go. Alert. Hold up. Joker.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Wilson to the right side and complete to Metcalf. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
I'm here all day. Check.
They go play action with Wilson. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. DK Metcalf with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. Myers connects on the PAT, and that makes our score 17-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. So we've come upon halftime with the visiting Seahawks. They're out in front as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Check your hot read. Got it. Check 26. It's free.
From the gun, it's Wilson. Forced out to his left. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Check. 25.
The give is to Jones. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he'll get this down to the 39-yard line. 36 yards on the play.
This is a little bit like baseball here. Strong up the middle. Both sides want to be that. In this case, the offense ended up winning the ultimate battle.
And those big runs between the tackles, that's a little deflating for a defense, isn't it?
It really is because that's where your strength's supposed to be. You're supposed to be in a spot where they can't make that yardage there. You're supposed to send them outside. Not in this case.
And it'll be intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. After the interception, here's Roethlisberger. Buying time to his left. Now he'll let it go. He's got a man, complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. They'll get 34 yards there. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Shaquille Griffin knocking it away that time in coverage.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Watch the back. Quarter. Check 15. Check 15.
Now Roethlisberger. Open man right side is Smith-Schuster, complete. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had a big play to start the drive. Not much sense. They'll try and run for it with Connor. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. That gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
Here I come again. Hey, Charlie. 44 is the mic. 44 is the mic.
From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard.
44 is the mic. Hey, high 7. 44, Mike, 44. Not today, you are. Not today.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Roethlisberger. And that is incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Hey, watch that. Double bump. 54, Mike, 54.
Here's Roethlisberger. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there.
Well, we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the #1 receiver double covered, but how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Roethlisberger. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. That's Ziggy Ansah, the #5 pick in 2013, credited with a sack. So the sack, and now a 3rd and long situation for the Steelers and Ben Roethlisberger. Now it's Roethlisberger. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on 3rd down.
Now Matt Bryant on for the field goal. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. The kick by Bryant is good. And they're on the board at least here. It's now 17-3. So a good drive there to begin quarter #3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off the lead.
Well, something's better than nothing. All right, they didn't play particularly well in the first half, but they definitely need him to step on the accelerator now and play a whole lot better.
Let's go.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
He's checking, alert.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Paul. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Here's Wilson. They'll lock it with a grab over the middle. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
315. 27. Watch the pass. Here we go. Fair. Wide. Get wide. Check. Tighten up.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones. Down the numbers. There he goes. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Aaron Jones, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
At their own 31-yard line.
Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. Here's Roethlisberger. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, that play certainly took a long time, and that's why a lot of coaches in training camp, they use a whistle or a horn at about 3 seconds because they want the ball in the hands of the quarterback. They want the play to develop quickly and get the ball downfield. This one had to go over 5 seconds holding on to the football, and then he ends up getting hit, and they have an incompletion.
The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Brings up 3rd down and 9.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now it's Roethlisberger. And he fires one that's intercepted. It's the linebacker, Michael Kendricks. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Bang out. Whip. Watch the whip. Go.
Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
At the Steelers' 30-yard line.
Let's get it.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Talking about it and bring it. Check that. 25.
He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Switch up, switch up. Kill. Slow down.
On first down, Jones. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Me and you all day. I'm coming after you.
I'll go special.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Steps away to his left. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Let's go double count right here, double count. 14.
Play action. Now Wilson. And it's caught. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Now that's a big pickup right there, and so often we focus on how the quarterback's faking on play action. How about everyone being in on the deal and picking it up?
2nd, 3rd levels, you could see them trying to recover. They bit. Worked out offensively.
380.
Don't get nervous.
One foot. 380.
They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he will not be denied. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Aaron Jones, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
We got this.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, yeah. Okay. 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay. I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay. All my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay. So when I die, I ain't gon' be from old age. Somebody gon' want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros. Left pocket got pound. Somebody gon' want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Step back, let me get some room.